Okay. Hiccupy. I know I'm live. I'm just still setting stuff up. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm not answering messages while I'm here unless they're urgent. Right, I'm trying to access my This might be a disaster because I have no idea. Have I bit my tongue? I don't know. What was the picture that I was working on before I left? I was working on a picture before I left, but I have no idea what it is. It doesn't have a preview. I'm guessing it's that. Yeah, it is. It's that one. And it looks terrible. Well, we're gonna try this anyway. Damon's sickness strikes again. It's D-A-M-M-O-N. Damon. D-Amon. Actually, no, it's not him. I actually don't know what this is. I think it might be his mum, because I don't know. I got better. I got less sick in when I was over his mother-in-law's for Christmas, and I've got almost better, almost 100%. Still got this weird kind of like weird tickle in the back of my throat, but And then the last meal that we had there was chicken Kiev, and it was super yummy. It was a bit super garlicky though, but ever since then I had very, 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 very mild food poisoning. I had the shits basically. And then I don't know. Ever since then I've just been feeling a bit weird. Like I've been feeling randomly acidy, like indigestion-y. And for some reason, I seem to be very sleepy as well. Like I was going to come and do this exact thing I was going to do way earlier, but essentially I kind of went in and had a nap because I was super tired. I was yawning all the time, and now I'm thinking about yawning, so now I'm going to yawn. And then when I was going to do it now, I felt just really depressed because, yeah, that's my life now. And then, but now I'm starting to feel a bit tired again, but I'm mostly just hungry. But I don't know. I'm going to eat right after this, so I'm going to be okay. So yeah, Panda Fox. Hi, by the way, Panda Fox. It's not really Damon sickness. It's just random. I don't know what this is. I don't know. I want to say I'm sick, but I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is. Yeah. I might just be hungry. I'm not really I'm not. I'm not really feeling that tired. I don't know. Anyway, how are you, dude? Saban's here. He says, hey, Tubbs, how are you been, bud? I've been okay. My Christmas was okay. My Christmas was okay. How was your guys' Christmas and stuff? What are you doing tomorrow? Well, today. It's New Year's Eve. It's strange because basically, like, the two sides of my family kind of celebrate New Year's differently, because one side of my family is Scottish, and they have that kind of like 2 day party thing that I keep thinking is that Christmas or is that New Year's, but I can't remember ever which one it is. Where you basically leave your front door open and you kind of like, everybody's just free to walk into your house as long as they bring something. So it's like everybody has a party kind of thing. And the Irish tradition for New Year's is to basically start from now. What they do is they New Year's Eve, so the day before New Year's Eve, is kind of just a rest day where nobody does anything. And then when they wake up the next day on New Year's Eve, that is New Year's Day. You know, that's basically becomes the party for New Year's Day, and it's a 48-hour long party, and that lasts for 2 days, and then they have another rest, and that's kind of the way that it's supposed to be, I guess. Personally, though, my New Year's is simple. Me and Damon, it's me and Damon's anniversary on New Year's. That's when we've decided it is. So essentially, we kind of just hang out. We usually we hang out. We maybe watch a bit of telly, just whatever he wants to watch, because I don't care whatever we watch. And then we have food. There's a spider in the corner of my room, just hovering in the corner. And yeah, we have party food, you know, basically just like we have hors d'oeuvres and stuff. We make a bunch of them, and oh god, things are falling over on my desk. Creepy, because that shouldn't have happened. Yeah, we have like party food and hors d'oeuvres and stuff. We have a bunch of them, but it's only the two of us, so it's kind of nice. And then we normally just wait until New Year's, and then we watch the fireworks because we live in the middle of nowhere and it's very flat land here. We can see neighboring villages, and like somebody in the village nearby, or not so nearby, will basically have fireworks going off and stuff. So we'll watch the fireworks and have the telly on as well, which means the TV on as well, which means that we'll watch the fireworks around the world, mostly the London one, because I live in England. So essentially, depending on where you live, whenever it's New Year's, the first channel 1, or BBC One as it is in the UK, will basically show whatever the capital city fireworks are of your country of origin, of where you're watching it and stuff. And England is kind of cool in that they basically show the fireworks of all the previous, before midnight, kind of show fireworks and stuff of all the previous countries that have already had the New Year's happen for them and stuff. And then they'll get to London's and they'll do the big countdown, and they basically show all the fireworks from there. Have some good music going usually. So yeah, I wonder if they're going to explode the London Eye again, because they always seem to do that. They always seem to put fireworks around the London Eye and then just set them all off, seemingly at the same time. Makes it look like the London Eye just explodes. Explodes. So yeah, that's what's our plans essentially. But this year's a bit different because last year was a bit different because poor Daryl, our buddy Daryl, sadly lost his partner and essentially we went over there last year and kept him company for New Year's, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do the same thing this year, and yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be a pain in the butt because basically they'll go to bed and I'll be awake and I can't sleep there because he's got a big fish tank, and essentially I can't sleep with the fish tank just continuously going all the time in my ear, you know? Just does not work. But I'll find something to do. Don't know what I'll be doing, but I'll find something to do. Yeah. My Christmas, by the way, was pretty good. I've never been depressed on Christmas. Usually it's very, you know, my depression kind of just says to itself, I'll give you a break, you know. As long as you're depressed in between Christmas and New Year and depressed after New Year's, then I'll give you a break, you know. But no, it just wow, it was relentless this Christmas. It kind of just it's like I was under waterfall depression all Christmas. It just kind of just it did not stop. It didn't stop. I think this is the first Christmas that I've ever lost weight as well, because I don't want to eat with anybody. You know, I don't want to be around people at all. So yeah, I just felt incredibly guilty about not being able to get anybody anything, and it's just apparently I got ratty a couple of times as well. I don't remember it. I just yep. My mother-in-law is my mother-in-law is annoying, but she's funny annoying. You know, I'm usually very not tolerant, just kind of I kind of see the funny side in it. You know, especially because she mostly annoys Damon, and it's hilarious watching it. But this year, everything got to me all the time, and I can't. Anyway, depression talk. There's a lot of it. There's going to be a lot of it. You know, I'm trying to think of other things to talk about, but it's really in the way. I'll just read the chat. What are you looking at? I'll show you. I will actually show you. I've got it on my screen. By the way, this thing here, StreamYard, sorry. StreamYard is pretty good, but they keep sending me a message saying that my monthly limit is I'm hitting my monthly limit or something. I'm near my monthly limit for the free version of this, and I didn't know there was a monthly limit. There wasn't anything on the main page about it. I swear, to me at least, I swear I don't remember seeing that at all. So this isn't free. I'm probably going to invest in it though. I mean, it depends how much it is, because it's pretty good. I'm liking it. Also, I did find something while I was at my. What disconnected? Someone just disconnected from my computer. External hard drive. I thought we dealt with this problem. You've been pretty good all year. Why have you disconnected? I cannot do the artwork if you disconnect. Anyway, I guess I won't do that just yet. Then can I still? I can still show it. I don't think I can alter it. That's the problem. Right. It's going to be very small. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. Okay. I guess I'll read while I figure this out. And now it's plugged in again. All I did was poke the USB. Yeah, annoying. Right. So yeah, hey Saber. I don't remember if I said hey to anybody. Yeah, I know you're connected. It's very good. Crazy. Tired, but got the next 2 days off, says Panafox. That's great. I wish I had a job that paid me that I could. Yeah. So I forget to internalize that kind of bullshit all the time. Sending big hugs and cuddles. Thank you. That's awesome, Saban. I had to do another load of washing again for Christmas. Is that what you did at Christmas? Wait, what they should let you know when it expires or the date. How long have you used it? It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me. I'm sure I could look it up somewhere, but essentially, I don't know. I don't know. It just told me that basically I'm nearing my monthly limit, and I should consider buying the plan. And to be fair, I was actually thinking about doing that, but I haven't done it yet. I just I've been looking at other things. For example, I've been looking at I downloaded the app for not StreamYards. What's it called? Streamlabs. I've downloaded the thing for Streamlabs, but I haven't done it yet. It does say that it did say that you need some kind of technical knowledge for it, and I'm guessing I know what that is, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know yet. It's probably going to be fine. It's probably going to be fine. But I've downloaded that onto my phone, and I haven't looked into it yet. I'm going to look into it a little bit later. I mean, StreamYard is pretty good, but it seems to be super easy to use. But if Streamlabs basically is a bit better, and everyone keeps suggesting it to me, I might use that, and I might try that out as well. If it has a free version, I'm going to try that first, obviously. But yeah, I've seen other people use it. I just don't know what the user interface is like. So I'm gonna look into that a little bit, maybe before the new year and stuff. So that'll be good. Yeah, there are a couple of videos that are coming up in the next few days, like that aren't New Year and stuff. and one of them involves Christmas presents. I've got two of them here. I've got my super awesome pen and my card, my Pac-Man card, that basically is a multi-tool thing. So, I mean, that's just the two I've got at hand. But again, I will be talking about my presents and stuff a little bit later in this stream, and also, oh, it's a saw. So I was like, why is this serrated? Yeah, why is this bumpy? And then I was like, it's serrated, and I was like, oh right, yeah, because that's what saws do. So I could use this as a saw, kind of. I get it. Neat. And this funky pen is pretty good too, because I've actually used it to try to do some art on my phone and stuff. And although that works to various extents, it's not super great. I mean, it's still just the phone, and the phone doesn't have like drawing art software or anything. I think there's an app that you can download and stuff, but this thing has a stylus built into it, so that's pretty cool. It's a pen, it's a screwdriver, it's also got a stylus. I have to unscrew. This is the annoying part. I have to unscrew this bit so that I can get to the stylus. So, I mean, that's interesting. But this is also a ruler, a bottle opener, and also apparently a phone stand. Like this, the bottle opener bit can be used as a phone stand. But it's very, very, very tricky to actually get the phone to stand up on it. And I'd much rather the phone stood up on it this way round, you know, this way round instead of that way round. So, yeah. But it's still a good pen, and Damon got me this, and it's very, very helpful. And like I said, I've been trying art shit while I've been away, and I can't remember who got me this. I think my mum got me this, and it's just a Pac-Man key like keychain / wallet card thing that has, as you can see, it's got like wrench holes, and it's got a ruler on this side, and a bottle opener, and a saw, and apparently like some kind of wire cutter thing in this notch. But oh, and it's also got a letter opener on this side. It's supposed to be blade, but it's not sharp. So I mean, that's interesting, I guess. So that was nice. So I didn't do bad on the Prezi side, but then again, I never really considered myself doing bad on the Prezi side, even if I have done shit. So yeah. But that's just two of my presents, and like I said, I'm going to be doing a proper kind of like a semi-thank you live stream vid thing. I don't know where that will be, but yeah, I've also got like somebody keeps getting me every year. They get me usually this one, but it's a bar of soap. That's another thing that was a present. So I guess I'm unclean or something if they keep getting me soap. But I've unwrapped this, and I've just been having it hung up in my office to kind of get rid of any musky smells or moldy smells or whatever. Well, the office isn't that moldy. It's just that soap smells nice. I like the smell of soap. It's not anything nifty. It literally is just soap. It doesn't smell of anything but soap. I do wish that it did have a scent, because that would be at least a little bit interesting. But it's kind of just an odor neutralizer while it's just hanging up in here. Because I don't use soap in the shower. I use the shower gel stuff. Because soap just feels so, it feels like it dries out my skin super quickly and super, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so there's going to be like a proper presents, and while I'm doing this picture, I'm probably going to be talking about presents and stuff. But you know, but yeah. Oh, I haven't put them in the humidor yet, but my pup buddy in Oxford basically has given me a couple of cigars, which is very nice of him, and like that's a really nice gift for me. Nobody ever knows what to get me for Christmas, and it's just like I really don't want anything, you know. So get me like consumables, like, you know, chocolates and food, I guess. I don't know. There's also going to be Daryl got me a set of beers, and we're going to be doing a beer tasting as well, because they're individual beers. They're different. You know, they're different flavors. I think some of them are also soda, not just beer. So we're going to be doing like individual beer tasting at some stage, but again, I don't know where that is. I just noticed, by the way, that the cigar company, the humidor, the tobacconist, I guess we call it, is actually the mascot is a furry. So that's in Oxford. That's in Oxford. So I mean, neat. I didn't notice that before ever, even though I've had that for a few days now, which is quite funny. I wish I'd given him something besides the obvious. So yeah. Another thing to feel guilty about, I guess. Wow, I'm really hungry. Stop it. Anyway, good. I'm so glad that. I'm so glad that that's so loud. Awesome. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, I missed some of the chat. Hey Jeffers. I hope you had a nice Christmas. Yeah. And Damon, your in-laws. Yep. So I've got a bit weird of a weird tummy bug anyway. FMF is here. Hey dude. Sounds nifty. Oh yeah, I used that word a minute ago. I think it was about the soap. Well, it's neat too, Tubbs. I meant the pen sounds nifty. The pen is good. No, I like the pen. I do like the pen a lot, and it's now my kind of like my office pen. I try not to overuse pens so much, because and it's also my everyday pen. I take this out with me and stuff because it's got a screwdriver in it and it's helpful. But yeah, I try not to overuse my pens, because a lot of I don't know how to refill this. I don't know if there's a, there's no tube inside it. There's no way to get to the tube inside it to basically put a new pen in it or whatever, So I don't want to overuse it, and then it just becomes everything else but a pen. It just looks like a pen then. So I don't want to overuse that. Anyway, yeah. I will be getting on to doing some art soon, I swear. I'm just trying to read everything before I do that. Those are very nice cigars. Actually, talking about the cigars, the Fleur. I can't remember the name of them. Fleur. I just call them the Fleur, but they're that particular brand. I don't know if anybody knows what that brand is. I can't turn it around in the bag. I don't want to. These are going in my humidor, but it's just that I've not been able to get to my humidor since I put it away in the attic. So yeah, I was going to put it in here, but the temperature goes up and down way too often in here, and I don't want it to dry out the humidor way too quickly. But yeah, they've basically been elusive. I've not been able to find them in the States or in the UK, so I've just not been able to find them anywhere. And he's got a bunch of them, so it was like, oh, awesome. The mascot looks like the Greystone Husky. Greystone Husky. Okay. It probably is. It looks like a husky. It probably is a fox or something, though, my luck. I don't know. Did you enjoy the hotel tubs? Yes. I mean, it's a hotel, and it was nice. So I've got to keep an eye on that spider in case it tries to get onto the light and then try to drop down on me, because that's happened a couple of times now already. Yeah, the hotel that we stayed at whilst staying at my mum's place, because we got a hotel room just so we could get the breakfasts, and so that Damon could get the breakfast and I could use the shower because she doesn't have a shower and I don't want to get stuck in the bath. So essentially, we got a hotel room so that I could wash myself, which was very helpful for the first couple of days while we were there. And yeah, it's just the same hotel. It's just like they're pretty used to us. We go there every year, so. I have no idea where that came from. That was so random. Anyway, no rush at all tubs. I'm so glad to see. Well, it is kind of a rush because I'm feeling very hungry and tired at the same time. And I already stopped myself from doing a stream because I felt this way. So I do want to get this done, just this colouring done as quickly as possible so that I can go eat something and maybe even have a nap. I don't know. One of those things. It's not a big spider. It's a small spider. It's just that I don't want it to make that many webs in my office because when I came back, somebody had been having fun just in this area, just above my chair, and over where this computer usually is. I don't leave the computers in the office when I go, so they get like put in the lockbox in the house. But yeah, all over this side of the office, there was just like somebody had just been absolutely hunting for a place to sleep. I guess I don't know. I don't know what was in the spider's mind, but essentially, just from the light to the shelf, many times, and then from the shelf, from the light to, basically from the light to the TV multiple times, the desk in different places, and to this chair lots of times. So I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I came back and I saw this, and I basically went, I waved the mop around in here a few times, and yeah, that seemed to do it. Just got rid of them. Didn't see the spider that made the mess, but there was a mess. Fun. Oh, by the way, I got a new chair. This isn't it. I'm debating how to get it in here, or even if I want to get it in here, because it's a big boy chair. It's for big guys, and its arms don't do this. I hope. I just put my hand through a spider web. Gross. So I mean that's going to be nice, and my butt gets sore because I seem to lean in the chair in one way all the time, so I won't have a sore butt hopefully, and I don't have to worry about it collapsing completely because it's tried to do that on multiple occasions, but it hasn't actually done it yet. So yeah. What are you going to have to eat, Tubbs? And yes, I'm glad you get some sleep, yay. Well, I've already got some sleep. That's what the problem was before. Yeah, but what I'm going to have to eat is probably cheese and crackers, and maybe make myself a roll or something. I don't know. I've got bread inside. I don't know. I've already had my dinner. I had my dinner ages ago. And then I came in here, and then I basically did some work, and then I checked my mail, and then I got really tired before I actually could do this bit of art. And yeah, so I went and had a nap, and got indigestion for it, which is great. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a snack kind of thing. I got some Nesquik cereal for breakfast because I don't know why, but I was just drawn to it at the store. I was like, ooh, Nesquik cereal. Okay, so let me talk about the art piece because it's been on screen for a while now, and I'm sure you're wondering, what the fuck? Right. A couple of years ago, when I went to Vegas and went to the bear event, I met a guy called Bart, and he's a very nice guy, and we became friends and stuff. And he's a furry. He likes my furry artwork and stuff, but he never wanted me to draw him because he said that he was worried that I'd make him too fat. Because all of my artwork seemed to be about fat guys or fat furs and stuff like that, and he just isn't into that, and I respect that. But essentially, I have drawn not fat guys. There's just not a lot of them, you know. So I made him a promise. I said to him, if I was ever to draw you, then I would draw you in the proportions of a bear, or in your bodily proportions. You know, basically your body proportions, only with the bear head and the bear paws and with a tail, you know, and being fuzzy. I don't know what he's going to think of this, but instead of doing the bear proportions, which by the way, all bears are fat, you know, no matter what way you draw them, they look fat. They just look round, you know. I mean, you can draw svelte bears, but they don't look. It doesn't look right, in my opinion. You know. So I did it to his bodily proportions. I don't know if he's gonna like it. I didn't want to lie though. That's the problem. He really does have this fine figure. You know, he has some muscle definition on his arms, and he's got big shoulders and stuff. But he does have a tummy. So I literally just took a, you know, like took from several pictures and kind of just like I did it as realistic as I could. And like I said, I'm not entirely sure he's gonna like it. So yeah. Chris, I don't know how to pronounce that, says, what is it like being big? I don't know, I'm not that big. I'm not that big. Ask Panda Fox. As far as I understand it, you're a big guy, aren't you, Panda Fox? I'm trying to. I think he's the biggest in the room right now, if he's still here, but I'm not entirely sure. Assuming that you don't mind me pointing out that fact, Panda Fox. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna get my drawing pad out because I should have done that a while ago, but I got stuck talking. So Jeff, did you have a good Christmas? Because I asked everybody else ages ago, but I didn't ask you, and I do apologize. But at least you missed a bunch of the depressing talk, which is great. Seriously, there's so much depressing talk. Right, let me just switch. I'm going to switch to big mode for the picture because so I'd started this picture before I left for my mother-in-law's, and problem is I don't know where I am with this picture anymore because of it. Oh, good. So I've got to not only have I got to figure out exactly what I'm doing for the picture, but also I've got to figure out. I think I'm on the coloring stage. I think maybe. Yeah, I'm on the coloring stage. But I've also got to figure out how to actually draw this again, since I've been not doing that. So that was the sketch that I did beforehand, lining up everything. And that's the line work, and that's it without the lines. I'm going to do. I'm going to make those sunglasses. That's what I'm doing. And see, it's all coming together now. Do I need this? I don't think I need this bit for the color. Nah. Right. Where's the shading? No, I didn't do any shading lines either. But yeah, so I did all of the line work. Did I do all of the pants? I did a lot of the pants. So okay. You did. So you did have a good time. You did have a good Christmas. Neat. Right. Okie dokie. So I'm doing the coloring. So right, what do? Get a new layer. Put it underneath the line work. I'm gonna put this back in. Nah. No, I don't need it. This should be fine. Okay. Oh, fuck it. I might need it for something. I don't know what I'm going to need it for, but I might need it for something. Okay. Yeah, I think I've talked about Bart before in the past. I know I've talked to Itchy about him. So I've got no colors prepared, so I'm going to have to try to figure out what colors everything is. I've done the outlines in specific colors, but still, like this is his hat's going to be black, but at the same time, I've done it in an outline of a very, very dark grey. So, whatever. Let us begin, I guess. Pink. So that's dark grey, but I want it to be blackish. So not super black, but we're going to go for proper black for his nose and the stem and his paws and his claws. But yeah. Am I on pencil? I'm on pencil. Number 4, that's a bit too small. Number 9. Is that a bit too wimpy? Do we need a bigger pencil? A bigger pencil. Yeah, that should be good. So his hat is leather. Everything's leather or shiny. So I think we're good. I did pretty much get Bart's expression down as well from what I remember it. I wasn't going to do it snarling. So I made it into a smile instead. But yeah. Bart's a really nice guy. And like I said before, I basically... he's very nice to talk to and stuff, but he sounds very much like one of the Animaniacs. Like his voice sounds very much like one of the Animaniacs. And when I introduced him to Itchy, it kind of came off that way as well. Am I on the right layer? Yeah, I am. Good. Because drawing on the wrong layer is stupid. I don't want to do that. So I'm leaving an outline of white around the edge because it's leather. It's what I do for leather to make it look a bit shiny, you know. So I'm going to do the same thing for the hat. Just leaving a bit of outline for the background to seep into. And the background's going to be slightly more. He lives in Southern California. So I'm going to do kind of like a I'm gonna try to do a fade background. I don't know how that's going to work, but we're going to find out together. And I'm also leaving his sunglasses as well, so that basically the background can kind of fade into it, I guess, a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, so where's the other bits of leather? Let's see how that looks. Let me just take away the... I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. The background color is going to blend into that, I think, a little bit. Okay. Not better, just okay. So this bit, I'm not going to go super tiny with the stripes. Doing leather is always very, very nice. You know, coloring leather is always very nice because you don't have to worry about so much about leaving, you know, like making a mistake, kind of like leaving white spots in the right places and stuff. However, I just made a boo-boo. I want to make this its own. I do want some separation here. Yeah, some white spots and stuff, because essentially you can always argue. I mean, if you made it, if it's a mistake, you can always argue that it's because it's light refraction or reflection. You know, well, it's reflection because light doesn't refract around leather. So it's literally just a reflection. But yeah, it's called texturing. It's all about texturing. I'm kind of in the middle. Mid California? I don't know. I don't know if it's a thing. Does this look too shiny? I got a feeling I'm making it look way too shiny. But then again, I can always say that it's polished leather. It's polished leather. Leather poly. I think I'm going to leave the ring as well to kind of blend into the background colors, because I mean that is basically just a silver ring. It's a chrome ring. So I mean that could stay that way. But it's so quiet when I do this. I normally do, well, like when I'm working and stuff, I normally just have something on in the background. I was slightly tortured because my mother-in-law wanted to watch a game show. And oh my god, I hate game shows. Especially when you're with somebody that basically tries to guess the answers as well, like she does. It's like, ugh. I can't just tell her to shut up, though. It's really annoying. That's a bit too much white background showing through there. I'm okay with this bit, but this bit, not so much. And I think I just got to use pants now in this color, and then moving on to another color. I've only been to California. I've only been to LA. I've not really seen much more California. You know, and I was really not impressed with LA. I mean, it looks pretty, but essentially that was it. It looked pretty. I'm going to use my fill tool in a second, and I'm going to enjoy the crap out of it. I really don't like the colouring in thing. Has just gotten so boring ever since I've discovered the fill tool. And this is on purpose. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's fun and interesting and stuff, but most of the time, not so much. Especially when there's no music or anything in the background for me to listen to. Again, I know that's not your guys' fault. I'm just saying. I'm just going to want to get under the belt line. And then back to the butt. But yeah, no, my buddy Bart. My buddy Bart is like I said, he sounds like one of the Animaniacs. So I've always found that just it's incredibly endearing, and I don't understand why he's never been told this before, because it's just so in your face, you know. Well, to me, it's very much in my face. It just sounds like wacko. Well, who's the leader of the Animaniacs of the two Warner Brothers? He sounds like that guy, which is really, you know, it's like I said, it's incredibly endearing. But I don't understand why other people haven't pointed this out to him. You know, why other people haven't been like, you know, you sound a lot like Wacko from Animaniacs. But should I do highlights with a darker black for his pants, or ain't that important? What do you guys think? You know, an actual black, because this is just very dark grey. Yeah, Wacko. I thought it was Wacko. Yeah. Why is it a thing that you pass gas, someone instantly walks in? When you pass gas, I think that's just a you thing, Panda Frogs. I don't have that problem. So yeah, my buddy Bart is very he's heavy on the. He seems to be heavy on the bear scene and the leather scene and stuff. He's got a very nice grey beard, and he, like I said, he always is nice to talk to. Big, Mikey bucket tool. But yeah, there's the pants done. I was going to do it all the way to the bottom, but then I haven't done his legs all the way to the bottom anyway. Plus, I'm not super psyched about the way the legs are depicted. But yeah. So do you think I should do like some kind of black highlights or something on the leather parts, or are they good as is? What do you guys think? That's so neat. I'd love to hear him, Tubbs. Like I said, just listen to Wacko speak. But yeah, I'll let you guys think on that. I mean, I'm okay as it is for now, but because I've decided that I'm going to do the shading and stuff as I go, as opposed to doing the shading afterwards. It just it feels a little easier. So the next thing down is the brown. I think. So this is the brown from there. So I'm going to go a little bit lighter for the colouring. Is that a good brown? Well, that, yeah, it's nice and nice brown. I'm okay with that. Don't need that there. I should have done that just there. Yeah. Yeah, just listen to Animaniacs. Jeffrey, have you seen the Animaniacs before? Have you ever watched Animaniacs? And now the theme tune is stuck in my head. Awesome. It's not your fault, Jeff. It's my fault. It's my problem. Oh no, I'm going anti-clockwise. My OCD was just like you're going the wrong way. Shut up, OCD. I got other mental problems to deal with. But yeah, the anime, and that's all the song that I know. I think, apart from there's baloney in your slacks. We put baloney in your slacks. Is that a thing? Like lock us in the town whenever we get caught. We are the Warner Brothers and the Warner Sister Doll. I don't know why I went over the eyebrow just now. There's only a very tiny bit of grey that I'm going to put in there. It's whatever. Yeah. I'm going to do it after I do this color, so it's kind of like, why did I do that? It's stupid. Go around this glass. Go anti-clockwise again. And no, what's wrong with me? Are you insane? I watched some outtakes recently of basically somebody like doing just reading some lines for something, just I can't remember what it was. But yeah, they were like, "Are you insane?" Everybody started laughing because insane, which is funny. I'm only superficially in the bear scene, so I likely don't know him. It's okay. I said that like it was a bad thing. Like, it's okay, honey. You don't have to be in the bear scene. But I didn't mean it that way. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. Right. I was going to do his lips. I think I'm going to use the brush tool to make his lips slightly black because bears have black lips, like very black lips. So I'm going to later on. I'm going to use the brush tool. Is this? No, I should be doing this bit. Later on, I'm going to use the brush tool instead of just the pencil tool and the fill tool to basically just go around his lips a little bit with it and basically maybe add some shine as well because lips. Oh, this is the wrong brown. This is a slightly lighter brown that I should be using. Fuck. That's a lot of undoing. Undo. I was like, have we reached the limit of the undo button? Yeah, that's enough. I think I undid my colouring in just over here a little bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what I meant PBS, FMF. Why? Random. What I meant random letters is, yeah, it's okay if you don't know him. I mean, I get it. I don't know everybody in the bear scene myself, but um, yeah, I'm just saying he's kind of he's very active in the bear scene. Like he even organizes a few of the events and stuff in the SoCal area. So yeah, as you can see, this brown is very much like this color, and this brown is very much darker than this color. So what I want to do is I want to actually make this brown slightly lighter than the brown that is on the outside. I think it's the same as the pipe brown. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But that's the color I'm doing next. I'm going to be doing the eyebrows color and also the beard color, which is going to be just an off-white. It's going to be a it's going to be a very light gray. It's going to be a very light gray. It's also going to be the color of his. Should I do it the color of his chest fur and belly fur? I think I will. So that's that gray. So I'm going to make it. It all seems to be variations of this brown, by the way. All of these colors are all variations of just one particular color on this color wheel that you can see in the corner. Yeah, I think it looks great as it is. So is that the no black highlights for the leather? Is that what you meant, or I don't know? Yes, I can imagine what he sounds like because Wacko is cool. So you do know Animaniacs? That's good. Why would you be PBS forevermore? Why? Anyway, I'm gonna just make it almost white, not totally white, almost white. Is that good? I think we're going to go for just a tiny bit darker. Yeah. I'm just seeing if it colors over this bit. Yeah. Yeah. I'm good with that. So we're going to go for that color. Or should I say that lack of color? It's a shade, right? I think. Yeah. I've still got the Animaniac stuck in my head. I don't want to go too bright with the grey color on account of it's very hard to see. I could just change the background color. Because it's currently set to white. But this is, I mean, this works. Plus, when I did that for the other picture, for the Disney Dad's picture. Jeffrey, did I send you that Disney Dad's picture? The slightly rude one that I can't really show on here anymore. So I just realized I could just easily use the fill tool again. If I'm very careful. Be very, very careful. My eye just did a twitchy thing, which meant that everything was sort of slightly shaky, which was not good. Now, I have got a limit to his upper chest hair, where his upper chest hair, chest fur, meets the brown of his body. Oh, fuck! We haven't finished doing all of the body yet. I'll do this, and then we'll finish doing all of the body. Such a dingus. Actually, I'll finish with this color first, and then we'll do all of the body. How about that? Because I'm not, it's not that much of a hassle to switch colors, but it's just that I think it'll be easier. It'll be quicker. That's it. It'll be quicker. It's not easier. It's just quicker. It's super speedy like. So yeah, I might have to redo this this whole picture in the future because it's all going to depend on how he takes it. I mean, if he looks at it and says, "I'm not such a big fan of this," or he asks me to make certain alterations, I'll respect that. I'll probably do them for him. Because he's a nice guy. And if I wasn't such a top, then essentially, apparently, it would have been cool to maybe have a play with him, but there we go. So this brown, you know what? I am gonna switch colors back. Just gonna do some light touching up. I had no idea it went over the line this much for some reason. Anyway, yeah, so I'm using this brown again. Okay, so the problem that I was talking about is See, we've got a clear definition for where the grey disappears. Here, it goes from grey to brown, and from grey to brown, and obviously his belly is also going to be grey, brown. But up here, I haven't done a line. This line is a bit of fur. I was going to be a bit of fur over here, but I put it forward a bit because I enhanced his chest a little bit. So yeah. What are the benefits of being fat in your opinion? It just makes sex better, in my opinion. Okay. Don't nobody jump on me because of that. Well, I don't know how to rephrase that. Yeah. I meant nobody jump on that specific opinion, if you know what I mean. Yeah. That's basically it. For me, it made sex better. Sorry, I noticed a little tiny white patch just there. Yeah. For me, it just made sex way better. But that's it. That's my whole thing, you know. Not that I'm all about sex. You know what I mean. So I'm just going to do his arm while I think about the whole. Where does the grey end and the brown begin? I'm going anti-clockwise again. What is with me tonight? He's looking great. Well, yeah. Again, I'm going to see what he thinks. I'm going to see what he thinks. I'm going to send it to him right after I finish it. Well, I've got a different song stuck in my head now, which is nice. I've got the. Has anybody seen the NSP song, the Ninja Sex Party song? What's it called? Courtship of the Mermaid, I think it's called. I don't know. But I got that song stuck in my head. I had that song stuck in my head earlier, but the problem is that it actually jump scared me because there's a bit of that song that goes from 0 to a million in just like no time flat at all, and it's kind of super loud. So in my head, I was playing a song in my head that jump scared me. Oh yeah, I won't rock your world because I'm a dragon slayer girl. He says, "Cause I'm a," not because I'm a. Damn it. I will now expose my chest. Don't act like you're not impressed. I love that bit. Pink. Oh, seriously, the filter. Oh, I love you. I love you, Filter. You make things so much easier. Ooh, yeah, you are now in love with my dragon slaying. I don't like that bit. I just like the fact that he says you are now in love. Like he's like, oh yeah, I totally sealed it. Oh, actually, he says that, doesn't he? Did I just seal the deal? Right, we're gonna decide. I'm gonna decide now. Actually, should it go down? Should it go down like this, then up, or should it go down to this side? Actually, I like that. I like the side. But I'm gonna make this a shallower angle. I think maybe like here. And then kind of make the fluffy bits we want to do the grey. Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see how it looks. I can always just erase it if it's a big deal, or go over it again with the grey. I'm probably going to just go over it again with the grey. But yeah, I like Dragon Slayer. So have you heard of FMF? Have you heard of the Courtship of the Mermaid, or whatever that's called? If you just type in NSP Mermaid, then it'll probably bring up the song right away. I don't want to spoil it. That's the problem, because it's really funny. If you haven't heard it. I started manually coloring it all in without using the fill tool just now, but then I was like, no, I can use the fill tool. Stop doing that. It's stupid. It's probably going to require a couple of pokes here, here, and here, and I'm going to fill the rest in with pencil, the pencil brush. It looks okay. I'm when I do the grey, I'm gonna fill. I'm gonna like add the fluffy lines and stuff. I just don't want to put hard lines on it, if you know what I mean. Hard R's. Apparently, what the Brits can't say, and me too. Apparently, I can't say hard R's. And this kind of just goes down here. Again, I'm probably going to fill it in with bran or guay. Probably grey. I got Dragon Slayer now stuck in my head, combined with this song. So thanks for that, PBS. PBS. I did it by accident and on purpose at the same time somehow. Does that make sense to you guys? Have you ever accidentally on purpose like done something? Does this connect, or is this just a remnant of the background lines? It does kind of connect. I'm not going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it separate. It's not no big deal. Yeah, I'm going to continue going clockwise, like you should. Otherwise, it will clutter up the picture and my mind. But nobody's going to get that reference. So concentrating. I could just zoom in a bit more, but the concentration. It's so great. It must be focused upon. As always, I love the way you say "no big deal." No big deal. Well, sometimes I do the "no big deal." I put a little accent on it for no reason. For no reason. It's mostly just references for other things. I think I've got all the gaps, so I can actually use the bucket or the fill tool. Bink. There you go. And we've just got to do this little bit in the corner here. Just this bit and this bit. And then I think I've done all of that other side, but I'm going to check anyway. Yeah, so nobody's seen the mermaid, the ballad to the mermaid, or whatever that song's called. This is so small, I might actually just do it manually. There we go. Yeah, it starts off a really, really like sweet song, and it's very much like what happens in my head. It starts off very sweet and melodic and lovely and sweet, and then it kind of goes full on, really fast. Raise your pizza. I scream out of shit. I took some pizza and threw the fuck out of it. Oh, it's so good. I wish I could listen to it now. That sounded very much like Salad Fingers just then. I wish I could listen to it now. Oh, what do I do the towel? I was going to do it like a combination of like dark brown and then lighter brown. You know, like his mouth, like his mouth. I'll do it like half and half. Oh no, I'm going anti-clockwise again. When will it end? When will the nightmare end? Come on, guys, talk to me. I need help. I need talking with two. I mean, I'm not looking at the chat while I'm doing this bit, but you know, it helps. It helps. Like, anybody got any questions or anything? Because there's not much to talk about while I'm doing this bit, because it literally is just coloring, and I've talked about coloring before. I've talked about the shading or coloring or whatever you want to call it. Oh, why did I do that just now? That's stupid. And then bink, 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 and bink. Right. Do I have to do anything over here? No, because this is all grey. Yeah, it's all grey. But first, we're going to go onto the blacks for the pores and stuff. So I'm just going to go generally dark, not super dark, but generally dark, and we're going to have it a little bit muddy, a muddy black color. So not fully black, but a muddy black color. How is this? Yeah, basically it's black, but if you look on the spectral wheel, the color spectrum wheel, then you'll see that it is this brown color, but it's just all the way on the dark end, as you can see in the corner. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do the niz, and I'm gonna do a kind of like a ridge kind of. Just get the shiny bit. And like the leather, I'm going to just go around it. I'm not going to color in the nose fully. I'm going to go around the edges. I'm going to manually just. So we decided against doing the black highlights on the leather, right? Did we? Are you and Damon doing anything for New Year's, Tubbs? Which is your anniversary, right? Yes, I did explain that at the beginning of the thing. That we're going to Dowell's this year because it's we went to Dowell's last year after his partner died. So essentially, we're going to keep him company. So he's going to be part of our anniversary, and that'll be nice. That'd be nice. Plus, I'm probably going to jump in the hot tub depending on how I feel. Do the pipe in that color as well, and do the nails, and also the pads of his paws. Is it fun to pop buttons on tight clothes? I guess not really, because then you have to get new clothes. I'm sorry to be a downer, but that's the truth. I've got a nipple right there, but that's part of the sketch. That's not actually going to be part of his. I'm not actually going to color that in. I think I'm going to just leave that alone. Because raisins. So did anybody go and look up that mermaid song I was talking about? You don't have to. I just like I said, I was just kind of playing around. I was just hoping that somebody had heard it with me, you know. I'm not the only one. Hey, do you want pizza? Yes, yes. Kind of a weird question. No, it was fine. I get it. It's not so much a me thing. It's I think that for if you're a feeder, encourager, chaser kind of person, that you kind of like that kind of stuff. But for me, as a unintentional gainer, essentially, it doesn't really do anything for me. It's more of a case of like, oh, I guess I need to buy new clothes, kind of thing. You know, it's not like a huge stuff. It's not like a huge deal. I did look it up. He looks so good, Tubbs. But I want to give him hugs and snuggles. It's not done yet. It's very close, though. It's very close. Can we zoom out and let's have a look? No, I'm not going to zoom out just yet. So, there we go. I should do the teeth really as well. Right. So I'm going to be a little bit. I was going to be a bit cheeky and just swap the pipe colors around with his lower lip and vice versa, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Because I'm actually going to make the pipe several different colors, which might be a pain in the butt, but it's whatever. Give it a real kind of like natural woody grain kind of effect to it. If I basically just do a bunch of different colors, well, different shades of this one color. It's a very grey shade of this colour. I don't know it's going to be this grey. So what are we going to do? A slit there. There's your pizza. I scream out of shit. I got more pizza for the fuck out of it. More pizza, Brian. There we go. Now I think that looks okay, but because I wanted to get kind of like a rustic effect kind of pipe going, I didn't really want to do a full on, because the pipe that I remember him having was like that. But yeah, back to the NSP song. Yeah, I love that song because it just relates so much to exactly what goes on in my head, because I get a kind of a thing. Ugh, how do I describe this? I kind of like it in my head. It kind of is like melodic and bright and cheerful and lovely, and yet, you know, when I speak, I kind of think that I'm just yelling stuff because of my HS and everything's loud, all that stuff. So I'm just going for an off-white for his teeth. Only for shading purposes. His actual teeth in real life, as far as I understand it, are pretty white anyway. Anyway, yeah, but I absolutely love that song because it kind of it just depicts how stuff happens in real life compared to what's in my brain head, you know. um on the topic of buttons, yeah, it's kind of a thrill for some people. I knew a straight girl who got her fat boyfriend small shirt so he could pop them off her for her amusement. It was a thing with them. Yep, I've been with people who are basically very much into that, and I'm okay with it. It's kind of just not me. Question mark. You know, it doesn't do anything for me, but like well, like you just said, it's kind of, is this a lot different? Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Yeah. Yeah, just for me personally, it's not a thing. You know, if I'm by myself, I don't get all aroused just because buttons bursting and all that stuff. She had not seen my love letter of cheese. For she had not seen my love letter of cheese. Oh my god, it's just that song is so much genius and so much funny. All in one package. Right, I'm going to grab this black color again, and we're going to see how this works. I'm just curious at this stage. Not water. I want brush. And this brush is a bit smooth. It's smooth. This is on 9 for some reason. I'm just gonna. It's super delicate. Doesn't really help for some reason. Does that look weird? Or is that just me? Maybe a blending would be nice now, I guess. I know I've gone over the teeth a little bit, but I'm going to work on that in a sec. It was to be expected. In fact, I just want to get this bit very dark. Bink! Let's do some blending. Breathe. Forgetting to breathe. Forgetting to breathe. Lower the brush size. I just want to go around this edge. Again, I'm going to touch all this up a little bit anyway. Right, and then I grab the color for the teeth and go to pencil, Bink, and just quickly go around the edge. Go and grab the beard color. Beard color. Gimme, 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 gimme. There we go. Now, doesn't that look better? What do you think? Okay, like it's quite. Yeah, I can hear music, rhythm, and melody really well, but the moment I try to produce them, my voice comes out like crap. Well, that's what I mean. I kind of, yeah, I get it. Similar things happen to me. I used to be able to sing, but when I started stumbling over things vocally, yeah. Again, I wasn't lead vocals, but I was vocals in a band, and essentially, as I learned more music stuff, I realized that I was getting worse, or I realized that I was making a lot more mistakes. So I kind of lost all confidence to perform. And especially with my speech impediment as well, it makes it really awkward to sing sometimes. Oh, I just realized I've got a bit over here. But if I'm in the moment, I don't think about it, then essentially it's a lot easier, you know. It's a lot easier to just like let it carry away with you. I don't know what it is, but Bon Jovi, I can't not sing to "It's My Life" and stuff. It just does not. It's like there's no barrier between me and music when that song's on. Anyway, I'm on this grey color, so I'm going to continue with the grey color. It's trying to play in my head right now, but at the same time, I'm just resisting the urge. Especially if I'm slightly tipsy. Holy crap. Oh my god. It's my life. It's now or never. I can't live for. I just want. See what happened? It just kind of it got to that part of the song in my head, and it just happened. Have a Nice Day as well by Bon Jovi. Also a very good song. The world gets in your face, I say, have a nice day. Have a nice day. For the band. For the band. Bink. I know I didn't have to do that now, but I wanted to, just for funsies. As you know, Tubbs, I've heard you sing, and I think you have a nice voice. Well, yeah. I'm okay with my voice. I mean, I hate listening to it and stuff. But at the same time, I'm okay with my singing abilities. It's just that I don't have any confidence at all. If I was to try to perform on stage or like karaoke or anything like that, it would just be like nope, noopers, nope, 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 nope. We're almost done, guys. I just realized I could have just done this. Bink, bink. Because now I've got a bunch of artifacts. There we go. I haven't been shading as I've been going. I just realized, ugh. It's okay. It probably means that I'm probably going to be fine. I'm self-conscious. Conscience. Is that how you spell conscious? I don't know. Even when I am alone, so I can't sing for a crowd at all. Well, I can help you with that. to help me boost my own confidence in my other music playing and stuff, what I would do is I would record myself singing or playing an instrument that I'm going to be playing on a crowd, for people and everything, and then I would basically, don't show it to anybody. I just watch it just once and just see how many mistakes I made and stuff, and then I'd fix them in the next recording. And all this stuff I would not show anybody. And back then, when I was in the band, essentially, we didn't have the phones, camera phones and stuff. So essentially, it was kind of, I actually had a video recorder. So yeah, I was going to say I can pull up a clip of me doing stuff, but I can't because, yeah. I think my mum has a tape of me, like, actually performing in the band. Okay, tummy time, tummy fur time. Good, as far over as I can because it means that I've got more space to work with on my tablet. Yeah. But yeah, if you just do that, and then it will help you boost your confidence with singing. I'm sure it's all in your head, to be honest. Nobody's that bad, you know. Whenever they say, "Oh, I'm terrible at singing" or whatever, and if you've seen it in a movie, the whole trope of the person that's, that there's a really terrible person singing and stuff, then they're usually not that bad, you know. And if you watch stuff like X Factor, and all that stuff, then they pick the worst ones, and even then, a lot of the times, and not all the times, a lot of the times, they're not super terrible. They usually just pick the wrong kind of song for them, sometimes intentionally. So I'm just going to do that for now so that I can get on with the picture. So yeah, it's very, very, actually very hard to find somebody who's actually terrible at singing, and it's usually just a self-confidence thing. Like, I'm not the greatest, but I'm not terrible. My problem is actually singing out the words because of my speech impediment. It means that when I'm speaking to you, like I'm speaking to you right now, whereas you would just let the words flow, I actually have to visualize every single word and sentence and put them all together. And then the words happen. Then I basically do the whole Mickey Mouse kind of Disney sing-along thing in my head, where I basically just try to find, That's why I can get stuck on using words over and over and over again, like basically. I do overuse the word basically a lot, and that's because it's right there. It's been used before just now, so I might as well use it again. But yeah. So when I'm singing, I have to visualize. I have to remember the actual words to the song, and I have to actually put it in a way, in a structure that I'm going to be able to easily read it in my head. In here, there's no voice. In here, there's no voice. It's usually just text. It's usually just text or just or no, yeah, concepts, things like that. That's what happens when you basically take a child to speech therapy when they're really tiny baby kiddies. So yeah, don't do that. Wait until they're almost fully developed with their crappy speech and then take them to speech therapy. Because if you do that while the speech is forming, while they're forming, still figuring out how to talk properly, then you'll screw up their internal dialogue so much that sometimes they're mute and find it really hard to actually do different accents and stuff. Because that's me. I can't do any other accent besides this accent. And it's a pain in the butt because I have to really concentrate if I want to try to get another different accent out. Or if I'm really drunk. Okay. So that's going to be pure reflectiveness. So when I'm doing the shading, I might add a couple of grey lines here and there for it, but I'm going to leave that. But I think we've got everything. The glasses also are going to be like left blank, so that the background color can bleed through, as well as all of the shiny whiteness. But let's get rid of this layer and see how this is. Did I do the paw on this side as well? Yeah, I did. I didn't do the nails. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Grab this color. I haven't done the bottom half of the tail. I haven't done these nails either. Hey, do you want pizza? That's stuck in my head again. Right. Oh no, yep. I know. Right. Let's zoom out and let's figure out where we're doing the shading. What do you think, guys? What do you think? If there is a mic, I won't sing at all, even if no one is. I already read that. It's all in my head. That is where the darkest demons dwell. Yep. You love his grey fur? Yeah. I'm always partial to a bit of grey fur. Oh, I just noticed I need to touch up just this bit. Actually, around his glasses as well. I'm going to just quickly do that. He's bought mermaid filet mignon. It's clearly a superior dish. Now they're boning. Well, that happened fast. So I zoomed in a lot so I can see all of the bits I've missed. And these bits are okay because they're going to be highlights from the background. So yeah. You really like this? It looks good. Cute. Cute, 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 cute. Right. So I guess we should do the shading. Okay, so we got pink, this color, slightly darker, just slightly darker, not a huge amount dark. How dark is this? I know that sounds like a chair being dragged across the floor. I'm a teeny brush, aren't I? Yeah. That's fine. I don't know where the light source is going to be. I want it to be in the side, but at the same time, we're kind of going to have a layered background of kind of purple and orange. You know, kind of that kind of reflective light that you get off of the magic hour or whatever you would call it. So I guess the light would be from behind him. I hate having to push hard on my stylus and brush and stuff. Let's give him some eyeshadow. Just because that's where the curves are, not because I want him to be moody. That's where the shadowiness is going to be through his inner ear as well. I'm not being slapdash about this. I'm actually really focused on where I want the shading to be. Right. Just do the brown shading at the moment. It's fur, so I don't have to be super accurate with where it goes. Oh, it's also fur, so I should add just a couple of what's it called? Brain lines or something? I don't know. I'm excited to see a new chair when you get it. Oh, I'm going to chuck it in here at some stage. Within the next few days, it's probably going to be a bit after New Year. Okay. Fancy. Give it some arm definition as well. brush. This is good. What the brush can do sometimes. Sometimes it's good what the brush can do all the time. It's a good brush. I like the brush. Don't mock the brush. Yeah. Don't mock the brush. Give him some definition on his bulge, on his bulginess. Just a couple of, not overdoing, not overselling the actual slopiness, because we want some fuzziness around the edges, because it's always nice to have fuzziness around the edges, and I mean that in most ways, in most people and most stuff. So you're looking forward to seeing the chair. I'm just hoping it's gonna be nice. I'm not really that fussed in what the chair looks like. It's nice of David to get me a chair, but at the same time I would have been happy with just a chair, but he got me a proper big and tall heavy duty chair for my office, which is nice. It would have been nicer in my new office, but you know, what are you gonna do? Yep, that looks good. I don't want to overdo the I don't want to overdo it before I do the background, so I'm gonna over to this arm, and we are done with the brown. Do a tiny bit with the grey, and we decided to get against highlights on the black. I think we did. But yeah, I've already done the colour on his pipe, so I don't need to add any more definition of detail on that. But yeah, let's do this. If the light's coming from behind him, I want it to be on this side, not that side, I think. But I will do the underside. Down the under green. Sound of the radio. That looks fluffy. That looks fluffy. I'm going to do a tiny bit of shading just on this bit, just because it doesn't look right if I don't, in my opinion. If I don't just put a crease here, and a little bit on the hand, because he's holding something that's going to cast a shadow at least, or at least lower the lighting. Just on the side. Just on the inside of it, and in the inside, and this side, and that side, and blah, blah, blah. And that's just where that bit folds anyway. I'll make it a little bit more blendy. Make it blendy. And that bit's going to be shaded too. Now, I'm not going to shade in the pipe, but I am going to actually do a little bit of water. Just add a tiny bit. Ooh, that's a bit too much on the bottom. Just on the bottom and on the upper side. Yeah. Oh, it went over. It spilled over a little bit. But I'm going to get the eraser and just erase the edge. I need a tinier eraser. Teeny eraser. And that kind of blends the colours a little bit there. Get back to the brush. But we're done with the brown shading. Yep, that looks like fuzz. That looks like fur. Now, with lighter colours like the grey, that's going to be a little bit more difficult on account of the grey. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't seem to like to brush as well. Is this good? Yeah, that's good. But we're going to try. We're going to do it. We're going to do this. Let's do this. Right. Just get the underside of his thumb. It does give it a bit of heft, doesn't it? Oops. Fuck. I accidentally hit the pick a color brush. Yeah, it does give a bit more. No, that's wrong. I've accidentally picked a color. Accidentally. See? Although that might just be a bit of my Irish bit. My Irish accent just hit me. I'll do a little bit of shading around. Just around the edge of the fur on the belly button. Yeah, I've got see what I mean? It's very hard to match colours in this way. But we're trying our bestiest. That's all that anybody can ask for. There we go. I don't want to overstate the shadows with the grey because it can actually like be a bit of a pain in the butt. It can make it look very fake if you have like two-tone colors and then one side is way, the one side is darker than the other one, and it basically seems to just, I don't know, it seems to overpower the other color even when it's been shaded like I've just done. So he's got curly hair for his beard, which I'm going to emphasize at the bottom trim. Some extra fluff lines, extra fluffy lines, especially coming from the bottom. Fluffy lines. I realized I was very quiet for a little while there. I'm sorry. When you focus, you kind of forget that I'm on stream. Such a delicate moment. I must play my cards right. Hey, you want pizza? I scream out of shit. I grab the whole pizza and threw the fuck out of it. I still love that so much. It's such a good song. Right, I think that's enough on the beard. I mean, if I do, I think I'll do way too much, and it might look the rest of the shading not as impressive if I do it too much. All right, I think we're done. I think we're done. I am going to save this. No, I'll do the background first. But I think we're done with the shading. Zoom out. You look good. You look good. Scroll up from the bottom. I know I haven't done the tail, but I'm not going to do the tail. It's too close to the light source. It doesn't need shading. Yeah. And now for something completely different. New layer. Actually, I'm going to save. So I can hear the external hard drive just confused itself. Okay, right. So I get another layer. Layer 4. Wait a minute. Let's just do this and see what this looks like. Oh, it looks weird, doesn't it? That's without background. That's without line work. That's so fun. I always do that just because it's just funny to me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put this layer behind everything, but I'm going to get rid of that. Should I get rid of the line of work as well, just while I'm doing the background? Because the background isn't that hard. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting and new. Fun, interesting, and new. God, that was so pretentious of me to say it like that. Fun, interesting, and new. Should I use the brush? I was just going to use a big brush, but I don't know how. I don't know how this is going to work. If I use pencil and then water all of the colors together, that might like look good as well. There'll be a clear progression. Complicated. Why do you have to make everything so complicated? Oh, I tell you what I will do. I will get rid of that and put in the background because then I can paint over the top of that. So this is the original sketch. Right. I think we'll go from light to dark, so we'll go from the top to the bottom. Okay, okay. So I want yellow. A vibrant yellow, a huge brush. Yeah. This is going to be weird. And then I want to make the same color, I mean, a slightly darker yellow. Like almost pinky orange. And I don't know, it's a bit. We're going to go straight into red. Straight into red, and then we're going to go into purple. I was hoping to get a bit more purple in before we got to the red. So that kind of like weird sunset color-ish. We're going to actually go into... Help me out here, by the way, because purple, as far as I understand it, blue and red make purple. But there's a bit of this color spectrum that I can't see, and that is looking just suspiciously like I can't see it. It's kind of blending in a little bit. It's looking a bit grey. So if I hit pink or something doesn't look right, yell at me, please. Yell at me in the chat. Oops. I'm going for a more navier purple. A bit higher up. A bit higher up. And then we'll go for blue, and I'm just gonna make it progressively darker with this blue all the way to the bottom. I'm actually going to go all the way to black. Very, very simple background because I don't want. I didn't want to overstate the background, but yeah. So that's how that looks. It's almost a rainbowy flag, but I want it to be. I want it to be sky-like colors. Anyway. So what do you think? I'm not done. I just want to point that out. I'm not done. I'm going to blend the background colors in a little bit more. Yeah, it looked good. I don't know. I was hoping for more variation on the glasses, just the glasses in particular. Plus, I know the eyebrows are done. I've done the eyebrows, but they look suspiciously like the yellowish color in the background. I was hoping to get a bit more bright, a bit more of the blue in for his glasses. Huh. Maybe. The highlight and white background are showing the back. The highlight and white showing the back. Yeah, I did that on purpose. I did that so that we get a good reflective kind of nature to everything. You know, kind of like the leather is reflecting, because there are no white outlines. I intentionally did the leather so that it kind of looks like it's reflecting some of the light, and I was going to just leave it blank for the background, but it does look a little bit kind of off, just slightly too off for me. So, especially with the pants just look like they kind of blend in too much, don't they? But it's things like his glasses that I really wanted to get, like all of these colors to be reflected in the glasses at the same time. And I knew that was going to be an issue, but I didn't know it was going to be this big of a deal. So, um, I think I know how to fix it. At least a little bit. Fix his glasses anyway. No, that's a bit too big a brush. Give me a 9. That's a bit too small. Ugh, that's solved nothing. I was like, ooh, this will look great. Fail. Immediate fail. I mean, that looks a bit more shiny, at least, in my opinion. So I'm okay with that for the glasses. I'm a little bit annoyed with that it isn't doing the same thing on the other side, but let's just problem with this side is his nose. This is supposed to be metal and it's just completely reflecting. Yeah. Pink. Right. Brush. Give me your brush. There we go. So we've got some of the upper color reflecting in the metal of that, and I'm okay with the leather reflecting. You know, this is the right amount of variation, I think, with this leather. But the pants, okay, so the pants, guys, is it too much, or should I just slightly augment it from the background? Sorry. Should I basically just shift it slightly so that the color is that way, but the background color just slightly moves a little bit in a different way, if you know what I mean? Explaining hard, problem bad. Big brush. Big brush. No, big brush. Big brush. Okay, and I'm going to zoom out bigly. I'm going to zoom out bigly much. And I'm going to whoa. Dude, this is water. What are you doing? I think it got confused. Blood pressure. Yeah, that's weird. It's just supposed to be water, but it's got an outline color for some reason, which has never done that before. That's just too weird. It's supposed to just be kind of like blurring and blending and stuff. I want no hard lines here, but I don't mind the hard lines in the actual picture, if you know what I mean. So I was just seeing if that works. And kind of, but not really. But again, kind of. So just so that the reflective light at the back of him is reflecting the upper color, so the lower color. I just did the outline just to see if it would do anything, and I like it. I'm liking it. But this side can remain blue. I'm okay with that. I don't think I'm going to touch his harness color. I think that's okay. And the hat does look a bit janky, but at the same time, it feels reflective. So I don't know, you know. Sorry for being quiet again. What can I say? That just happens because it does. It just reasons. Because reasons. Oh, this is hard. Blending, 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 blending. Blending, blending. 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 That's a bit too blendy. There we go. We get the nice kind of weird. We kind of got the nice weird softy effect. Oops, I went over the hand. Blendy. It's blendy good. Blendy good. I shouldn't be up here. I should be up good. Right. Bleh. Blended. Just a. Oh, that's going to be too big. Blending. Blending. Blended. Blended, blended, blended. I think that works. Right, so. What do you think, guys? Back, 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 back. I'm back with you. There we go. What do you guys think? Let me try to put it more in the middle for you guys. I'm really gonna have to go get something to eat. I'm super hungry now. Is it blendy enough? What do you think? I said blendy enough. Well, I did slightly augment, but I was going to do the slight augment, so I just read the thing. I didn't see that until just now. Yeah, I was going to slightly augment it, but then it kind of I wanted the outlines of the paints to reflect the background, the top of the background instead. I kind of wanted to flip it, if that makes sense, so that the outline of him matches the upside down version of the background, if you know what I mean. But then I thought that's a bit lazy, and I'd rather just pinpoint the bits that I wanted while also merging the background a little bit to make it give it kind of that slight magic hour skyline effect ish, if I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah. I did it this way instead, basically. Right, I can't do that. Airbrush. I want to do layer 2. No, I don't want to do layer 2. I want to do that layer. What does that look like? Let's have a look what that looks like. So the background layer looks like this. And I want a big spray. Bigger spray. Anybody got a color preference? Maybe yeah, I'm gonna go with that. That's traditional. As is tradition. It's a South Park Canadian kind of. Doesn't matter. Right. That's a random thing. Does anybody remember the original Clash of the Titans movie? I have no idea why my brain's doing this to me, but it's playing it's playing the theme of that movie in my head. Why? Why torture? Why with the torture? What is the deal with the torture? Like, of course it is with the torture. Thank you, Brian. Thanks, Brian. Thanks. You're too kind. It'll drink cactus juice. It'll crunch you. It's the crunchiest. Right, I think that's enough of the smokiness. I think the smokiness is done. Okay, and yeah. It's kind of like the Witches theme at the same time from the Witches. You know, that movie about mice and children and stuff. Okay, I think yeah, I'm done. I think I'm done. Well, that looks way too pronounced, but I think that's just because of an abundance and a darker background. Yeah, because if I tried to pronounce this, it doesn't really work out as the same as that, because again, that's on a darker background. Right. I'm still going to save that anyway. Anyway, okay. Have I missed anything out? I think we got everything. We've done some shading. The color looks good. I'm pleased with the background as well. Am I missing? It's been a while since your brain has done that to you. Well, no, it's just that I'm not always on camera when it happens. You know, I'm not always on camera when it happens, but it does happen a lot. Looks great. Okay, I'm just gonna take that as a sign then. So that is done. I do not know what time I'm going to Daryl's, but I might be doing another live stream in the day tomorrow. It kind of depends on exactly what I'm doing, because yeah, I don't know what I'm doing after this though. I have no idea what I'm doing for a picture after this. I might try to do more Disney Dads, but yeah. Jeffrey, did I send you the picture of the last Disney Dad picture that I did? Did I send you that picture? I did post it on Discord, but I do not know if I actually did. So I've actually sent that to you, Jeff. I'll send you this one as well, and I'll send it to him and see how this goes. But yeah, I don't know what to draw next. I do not know what to draw next. So if anybody's got any suggestions of what I can do, if I'm not going to do Disney Dads, then let me know. Right then, I'm going to go get my cheese and crackers and make a sandwich or something. I did. Good. Okay. Just double checking. Because I'll send when I've saved this onto a individual picture file, it's saved into this kind of picture. It's saved in the editor, but it hasn't been put into an actual picture by itself yet, if you know what I mean. Picture file hasn't been framed. That's what I'm trying to say. So when I do that, I will send it to you as well, Jeff. I'm going to try to do that ASAP, basically. After I finish streaming, because I need to use a keyboard, and this is connected to where the keyboard is normally connected to. Wow, I'm running on low batteries. I'm gonna go eat. So yeah, and of course I'll be posting this to Discord as well, FMF. So yay! Stretch. Yeah. I'm just trying to remember. I'm trying to think of when I'll be online on doing a live stream next, but I can't think of anything. If I get time, if I jump in the hot tub tomorrow night, it's a big if, because I don't know if I'm going to be doing that or not. But if I jump in the hot tub tomorrow night and the internet connection is good, then I will try to do a live stream. So it'll probably be on inflatable tubs, because that's still the only channel that has the amount of subscribers and black. Unless I get this streaming thing, I might do that tonight. Figure out the streaming from your phone thing, because it seems to work for other people. It's just that it doesn't work for me with YouTube's own streaming platform thing. So if I use a different streaming platform, then I could stream from any channel from any device. So I'll figure that out. We'll find something. It's a Steam Yard. They don't have a app, so I can't actually download it and stream from Steam Yards onto here, which is annoying. But yeah, it's only 20 hours away till New Year's, till the next year. So awesome fun. Right, guys. Yeah, I think I'm off then. If I told you when I'm going to be streaming next, it's either going to be today, which is today for me is New Year's Eve, or New Year's Day. And we'll figure out exactly what I'm drawing, I guess. I'm going to be doing a sketch before I go to bed tonight, because I don't think I'm going to eat and then go sleep. I don't think that's not how that's going to work. So yeah. Anyway. Toodles for now, guys. Oh. Do you like my shirt, by the way? My snowman shirt. Belly rubs. And belly sleep. And belly itch, apparently. So yeah, I hope Bart likes this. I will let you guys know if he does or not. Yeah, this chair is definitely on its way out, so I'm definitely going to get rid of it. Anyway. There we go. Happy New Year. See you in 2020. Or I should say that it's going to be the year 12,020, because essentially, you know, the dating system is kind of outdated, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. Well, no, actually, it's not just my opinion. You can actually go to Kurzgesagt, or whatever that's called, Kurzgesagt. In a nutshell, go to that YouTube channel, and basically they will explain to you why the dating system is kind of fucked up in its own way. But if you want to say common era 2020, and if you want to say 12020, 12020, 12020 sounds cool as well. Like me, then go for that. Anyway. Oh shit! Sorry. That's what I was going to get Damon. I was going to get him one of those calendars because he really likes Kurzgesagt. Anyway. Bye, guys. See you in 2020. 1220. 12020. 12020. See you in 12020.